and we have audio, we have video. We start the clock, the timer, 10 minutes. Welcome to From the Garage, my garage here in upstate New York, the southern tier of New York State, where I live and reside, in Tioga County, New York, on this September 1st, 2014. It is a national holiday here in the United States. It's called Labor Day. I'm actually on a regular day off from the day job, so whether it was a holiday or not, I'm on an off day today. But it is a national holiday, and I want to say welcome to my garage, a weekly show I started last week with the pilot that I did. And what I'm trying to do here is sort of a one take with the camera and me to place on my YouTube channel here on RichTVTioga. But this morning I'm also sort of simul recording, I guess, over on my iPad mini here on the platform AudioBoo over there on audioboo.fm, and I'm there as Fireman Rich. I'm also on Twitter at Fireman Rich, and you can find me primarily on those two particular social media platforms on this thing called the internet, where this YouTube is residing. But this is a weekly show I'm going to try and do, preferably maybe on a Monday because I'm on a day off. Every Tuesday I do a radio show called Tioga Radio over there on a platform called Mixcloud, and I'll be doing a program tomorrow, 8 tracks of music that I put up that preferably rock and roll. So I'm out there on this thing called the internet, and this is just another facet that I'm going to try and explore and try and do on a weekly basis. I found this morning that setting up wasn't as hard as last week because I already had the squaring up of where I'm going to sit at. And if you hear a little jingling in the back, that's Max. He's just laying down, and as well as I live near the road that leads into the village I live in, and it's going to be a little bit, it's simmered down a little bit. But they have a parade this morning in the main part of the village. I'm just going to sort of relax here. I sort of woke up this morning. I normally wake up about 4 in the morning Eastern time, and this morning was no different, but I'm on a day off, so I ended up doing my morning tweets over there on Twitter. And my third tweet, I think I said, oh, wait a minute, I'm on a day off. I'm going to go back to sleep for 2 hours. I'm going to sleep in. But those 2 hours I was planning to sleep in, I only slept in an hour. But I'm here. I want to explore just talking to the camera in a sense, bring up a particular, not very newsworthy item, but just a little item or question that for a discussion. Last week's show, though, I'm up about 10 views on that particular YouTube for the pilot for From the Garage, and I want to give a shout out to an individual that did put a comment 3 days ago, and that is WJ Weaver 63, and I want to say thank you very much for your comment. It is greatly appreciated, and was a little surprised by that. Not surprised that it only had like 10 views, but probably with this AudioBoo, I'll probably have more listens to the audio than the people watching the video. But hopefully the people that are listening on the audio, which I will put the link to the video, will go over and watch the video as well, as far as From the Garage. Nothing fancy, just sitting here, a couple crates. I got my coffee as far as for the morning. And for me, it's a comfortable spot, nothing really fancy in a sense. And again, to get reacquainted with YouTube again. I do watch a lot of YouTubes. I don't produce that many. And if anything, what I always say about audio, video will, the more you use it, the more you get, you learn from it, the more you build up your confidence on talking in front of a camera. So that's pretty much the bottom line for me, is to be able to look in the camera and say, hey, this is me, Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich. I want to give another shout out to a gentleman named David Bailey, who gave me a shout out that really surprised me. here on YouTube, on his YouTube channel of David and Tamara's Balkan vlog, and he sent me a shout out where he is on vacation over there at Lake Korta over in Montenegro, which is in southeastern Europe, which used to be part of Yugoslavia, which I had an opportunity many moons ago to have the opportunity to drive down the coast of what used to be Yugoslavia as far south as Dubrovnik, and then I ended up catching a ferry from Dubrovnik over to Bari, Italy, and I drove back up to Aviano Air Base where I was stationed when I was in the Air Force, the United States Air Force, back in, this is back in 1979. Before I left, I was over there for 2 years, my first duty assignment. After I married the missus, we went back over there for 4 years. So, and if you hear Max barking, there's probably somebody coming, just pulled up in the front lawn. That's the one thing about Labor Day. All the yard sales come out of the woodwork where people have yard sales. And the missus is no different. She has a little bit of a yard sale going out on the front porch there. And so Max may bark. I don't know. Hopefully not. We'll see what happens. Max, come here. Max, what are you doing? Come here. What you doing? Let me make sure he stays out of trouble. But let's see. So I want to give a shout out to David Bailey over there in the Balkans, and you and David, you and Tamara have a great, very great vacation there. I love the videos. I'm watching them. The question that I have for today's episode, seeing we only got like 4 minutes left, 3 minutes, is do you take breaks from social media? I take them occasionally. I just took one this past weekend. I didn't do any posting on Twitter or any sort there this past Saturday and Sunday, yesterday. I did look at some of the timelines, but as far as posting, I just took a break. I have noticed over the last, well, mostly during this year now, a lot of people that I used to follow, or I still follow on Twitter, as well as Audio Boo, that they're not really present on the social media stream. So I'm taking it there, taking a time out, a break in a sense. I know August is a premier month for vacations over there in Europe. Of course, David and Tamara, they're just putting up the content there, and some very great content, I would have to say, as far as the shots they have there in Montenegro, which is one of the benefits of being able to look at other social media streams from individuals you follow. You can see what they're seeing, especially here on YouTube. And the video, a picture's worth 1,000 words, they say. But I do occasionally take breaks from social media. I think it's a good thing to take breaks. But when the breaks become longer than, say, 2, 3, 4 months, as long as they pop in once in a while, you know everything's going right. You know, everybody has real world things they have to take care of outside this social media thing that we all do and like to do and take part in. It can be addicting, I guess. I had to take some step backs for some real world things that I had to take care of that took precedence over doing this thing that I like to do. It's fun, and education in itself, as well as what was the term I've been using here on stitching things together, as far as taking one piece of social media and attach it to another, another program or app, in a sense. So like I said, this program is just a general, you can almost say it's a little bit of BS, but I'm having fun, and I'll be able to put up some content after I'm all done here. But I'm coming up on my 10 minutes here, and I would like to say thank you for your views, for the people that have viewed. Thank you for the people that are listening on Audio Boo. And with that, I'm going to end this episode 1 of From the Garage, my garage. Follow me over on Twitter. Drop me a comment on the YouTube here for this particular show. Y'all take care, Ciao for now. Live life. Have fun. Peace.